Morning, everybody. My name is RlrrRrl. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty to work on. Today, I'm working out of this book. It's called 50 Ways to Syncopation. It's by Dom Moyle. It's got 50 different ways to do limb independence patterns using the charts that are in Dom's book or the charts that are on my YouTube channel. There's 55 of them for free. And then the way I'm working on limb independence is largely based off of Gary Chester's ideas of limb interdependence in New Breed 1 and New Breed 2. In these practice streams, I'm sharing the raw, unfiltered, here's how I'm practicing. Think of it like office hours where I am here to improve as a percussionist. And if you have questions about how to get better in terms of performing or in terms of teaching, you can ask them to me because I've been teaching for over 22 years now. Since 2003, and I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. I'll get people who will ask questions about how to get better as a performer or how to get better with teaching, and I will often edit those answers that I give in the live streams and put them into this drumming tips playlist. There's over 15 hours of drumming tips and over 100 videos in here. So the first thing is whatever I'm talking about at the beginning. For example, what to practice to make the drum line. But if it says and other drumming tips, that means there are more topics that might not be related to that are in there. So if the title does not interest you, there might be something in the timestamps of the description that does interest you. Now, there are over 400 videos that are currently listed as members first. That just means they're scheduled to come out for free. So for example, this one, Drumming Tip 106, comes out on Friday. Drumming Tips 107 comes out next Friday. But some of them might be like over 400 days from now, because I think there's like 424 of them or something that are currently scheduled. But don't worry, there's over 2,000 exercises that you can practice right now. I don't want my content behind a paywall, so you don't have to pay for my content. Just be patient with it. But if you want the early access, it's 99 cents. That's the cheapest I can make it available on YouTube just by clicking the join button underneath the videos. Now, I am not good at limb independence yet, so we're going to have Shia LaBeouf here motivate me to get better so I can practice something I'm not good at yet. Do it! Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. He spits. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! He spits there again. I'm not willing to commit to that. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Not willing to go full Shia. Maybe that's why I'm not good at limb independence yet. One day we'll go full Shia. Okay. Now, I've taken Dom's book, which is, again, 50 Ways of Syncopation. Highly recommend that book. Highly recommend all of Dom's book. He doesn't know I'm promoting it. It's not like a paid promotion or anything. He's just a good dude. Phenomenal drummer. But inside Dom's book, there's over 50 ways to work on limb independence. What I've done is I've taken those 50 ways and I've put them in this spreadsheet. The spreadsheet keeps track of how am I doing across all the times I'm playing this. So, for example, yesterday, I did this polymetric thing at the end of the stream where you're going 1, 2, 3, 4 in the hands. Where you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so boom, chick, chick, a boom, chick, chick in your feet while you're reading through a 4/4 charts with the 4/4 swung hands. So that one, pattern number 14, here's all the times that I played through it with the BPM, the quality of the playing, how I felt, etc. So on average, column A here, it says that when I've played through this across all these different times, on average, it's technically proficient, which in my vocabulary basically means, okay, I've graduated from this. I don't need to work on this right now. Eventually, I want to get to be musical, but right now I'm skipping all of these ones that sound technically proficient and musical, and I'm starting with the first one that is meh or needs a lot of work, okay? Which is definitely that one as well. Okay, yeah, let's put it there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, gets that. That one's hard. Stay tuned. So this one, the pattern is that. So I just put it right here if you're on the vertical. If you're on the horizontal, it's now right here. So you can check that out. Okay, so the pattern that I'm playing, it's fairly basic. It's a variation on one of Dom's patterns. So all I'm doing is just 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. While I play hi-hat with the foot on 2 and 4. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. While reading through the charts with the left hand, you're like, what charts are you talking about, Jared? Well, for this one, I'm going to play it at 90. So I'm going to go over here. This is my website. My website, jaredlrrrl.com/drum, has over 2,000 free exercises and over 15 hours of drumming tips. In the chop exercises, there's 80 exercises in here. It doesn't look like there are, but there's like almost 30 chug exercises. There's 29 shopping sprees. In fact, Blue Devil's 1997 shopping spree comes out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. The 96 spree came out yesterday. There's over 1,000 grid variations in here in triplet and 16th note form. There's also all these limb independent stuff. This is what I'm practicing today. There's almost 500 marching bass drum exercises. Focus on the techniques or the timing stuff. Focus on the splits timing. I promise they'll help. Take a look at it. There's also all these different cadences. There's almost 400 technique exercises. If you're a rudimental drummer, spend most of your time here. Don't just eat your dessert. You got to eat your vegetables. So spend your time refining your, I don't know, triplet rolls or your flams or your fulcrum control or endurance to speed, whatever, okay? A lot of time should be spent on the technique stuff. If you're not sure how to practice these, there's a bunch of scripted drumming lessons here, like how to hold traditional grip, or I'm a pro drummer, but practice like a beginner. Why? And then this playlist is the one that has over 15 hours of drumming tips in there. So check that out. I promise you'll find something that is of interest to you. And if not, I don't know what happened. The planets must have aligned, and maybe you clicked on a bad video, but I give it the Jared O'Leary guarantee. All right, today we're working on the limb independent stuff inside of this section. Every one of these playlists links to how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. It's got a series of steps to go through, and I'm not doing most of those steps today because I've kind of, for most of these patterns, have graduated from that. I'm going to start with this. Here's the video, by the way. Since we're playing at 80, and it's a straight pattern, or no, not 80, 90, right? Yeah, 90. It's a straight pattern. So I'm going into the straight charts, and I'm going to go into the timestamps in the description to jump to a specific BPM. So I'm going to start at 90. Every single one of these play-alongs, all 2,000 plus of them, has timestamps going one click at a time. So you can be super thorough when practicing. 1 and 2, and it's counting me off. You can't hear it on your end because there's like a sync delay. But I promise it counts off. You'll hear it when you actually use the play-alongs. And again, you can find this on my home tab of YouTube. It's all organized into those different sections, just like my website. But my website is less cluttered. I can control it more because it's not YouTube. Do great. I love you. In case you're wondering, I was talking to my wife. She came into the room for a moment. They're like, who is Jared talking to? A ghost. A ghost? No. Ah. Sorry. 1, 2. 1, 2. Chart number 7. Why do you interchange eighth and eighth note? Because on some of the patterns, the long is going to be different. So right now I'm playing everything on one limb. But when you play it short long, where you're playing like eighth notes on the snare and long notes on the bass drum, so quarter notes and longer on the bass drum, then it changes it. I'll show you after this. Oh, talking screw me up. Good question though. Yes, just like a Ted Reed's syncopation. So these are from Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. This is a variation on pattern 41 from Dom's book. But it shows you 50 ways that you can play Ted Reed's book and Dom's book and all these 55 charts on my YouTube. So it gives it a different melody. It also challenges you to read different rhythms. Okay, so if we're doing ding, 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 we might do as the short notes, etc. So that's the basic idea for this. So you do like long notes on the bass, short on the snare, or vice versa. But not on this particular pattern. This one is different. Ready? And... I guess I could... like that. But I'm not there yet. Still learning this one. So this is the last chart, and then we're going to stretch and massage, and then we've got, what, 4 more limb independence patterns we're learning? For today, at least. And the last one, whew! Woo-wee! I'm going to have to, I can't even, like, read the charts yet. We're going to have to take this a few steps back to be able to play just the permutations. Ready? And... Sweet. All right. Hard one to warm up with, but fun one. Okay, so 90. It was mostly technically proficient playing through that. Yay. Did not graduate from it. If we did, column A would have changed for the average, but I was making progress on it, so that's good. Cool. So the next one that I'm going to do, after I do a quick stretch and massage, again, we're skipping the ones we're good at, so we're going to go to 46, which, let me paste it on here so you can see the next version. We will practice here in a little bit. So it's a Samba pattern. A very open Samba pattern. Okay. First stretch. Stretches the sides of the forearms. So you take your arms, palms facing up, Pull in, push through. It looks weird. There's a video on my home tab of YouTube under the drumming lessons playlist that's called This Hand Routine Saved My Drumming, and it's got better camera angles than I can do here with some extra bonus stretches and whatnot. Now I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so I'm just pulling back a little bit. Off-season drum corps practice, always on season. It never ends. Tomorrow we'll get back into more DCI stuff. So we're going to play through Blue Devil's 97 shopping spree tomorrow. That's the one that releases as the play along. Stretching again, still the underside. Don't pull hard on here, but you're stretching there. You can do it on the wall like I demonstrated yesterday. The lower you go, the deeper the stretch. Now I'm going to stretch the top side of the forearm. So you could do it one at a time like this, or since I'm already sitting, I can just easily do it this way. Feels like my wrist needs to pop. So if you do it on your legs, it goes twice as fast. Woo! And next, I'm going to stretch the fingers. So doing thumb to thumb also goes twice as fast this way. So one thumb is stretching the other thumb. Do this every day, at least once, if not twice a day. I like to drum for like a few minutes. Whether I'm like working on a limb independence thing or like chopping out or working on my technique, whatever. Always do this. I did this when I was teaching drumline as well. I explain why briefly in the ASMR in the video that shows you this, but basically I got like injuries from over practicing and met with a hand specialist. And we came up with this stretch and massage routine. Last stretch, or last, yep, no pop. Oh, 1 out of 5 stars, unsub. All right, so the next thing that I'm gonna do is massage. So I'm doing thumb on top of the forearm and then fingers underneath the forearm. Just kind of working my way up and down. Now, if you are tight in the shoulders, like especially if you do like drum corps, if you're wearing something like a carrier, or if you do rotary motions like traditional grip, you can actually see my bicep moving up and down. It's not a strength thing, it's just a speed thing. It's just constantly doing this. You might need a massage up here, maybe even your triceps, etc. But I don't do those motions, and I do a workout before this, so I'm already loosened up in the shoulders. But just an FYI, try and be thorough, hence why there's thousands of play-alongs. Never seen the individual finger stretches before? Yeah, so, sorry, my monitor is far away. Is it junky? It's hard for me to see it. If you go to here, since you're on YouTube, whoop. So if you scroll past the thousands of play-alongs, since you mentioned DCI, I'd recommend checking out these chop exercises. There's, I think a dozen more shopping sprees coming out in the next month, so stay tuned for those. But if you scroll all the way down to the drumming lessons one, the video that I'm referring to that has like better camera angles is this one. This hand routine saved my drumming. It's got some better camera angles and better explanations and whatnot. So I'd highly recommend checking that one out. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to massage the palm with the thumb and then fingers massage the back side of the hand. And then I've got one more quick massage. And then we're going to do the next limb independence pattern that you can see on the screen. So just working my way around the hand. Trying to get relaxed. So because I've been drumming for almost 30 years now, like I would like to continue for at least another 30 years. I really prioritize my hand health. So I do this every time I do any kind of drumming. Every stream you'll see me do it. Base to tip, last massage here, at least twice. Some fingers will be tight on some days more than others. Like if you use the scroll wheel too much or something, maybe your middle finger will be super tight. So every day will be different. So sometimes you might need to do this massage like 3 or 4 times. Like this index finger is slightly tighter than the others. So just relax it by doing a little bit more. Okay, so again, this is like office hours for me. So I'm practicing stuff I'm not good at yet. And people sometimes come in and ask questions and whatnot about how to improve. But the next thing that I'm going to try and work on is the pattern that is here if you're on the vertical. And if you're on the horizontal, it's right there. So it's number 46 out of Dom's book. And it is a Samba foot pattern, which is just boom, chick, boom, chick, okay? Then you're playing Unfortunately, the drum trigger is like set up so it's a rim shot, but like a knock would be like a good sound for this one. Or you could just very open samba, and you're actually reading the melody on the right hand. So normally when you're playing like a samba, you'd have like some kind of a ride pattern going on, an ostinato, the thing that repeats over and over, and then you'd read through the charts in the left hand. This one changes it around a bit, so now it's the right hand playing the melody, and everything else is doing the ostinato like that, okay? So last time when I worked on this, we played it at what speed? 160? But it was the time before. Okay, let's try 160 again. We'll see if we can improve upon it. Stay tuned. Okay, so the way I'm doing this, I'm going back to the Home tab. I'm scrolling past the drop exercises, past the grid variations. Inside of this limb independent section, when you click on here, it shows you all the different playlists. Now, I'm skipping the permutations. I'll work on those here in a little bit, though. Stay tuned. And because I'm playing at 160, I'm going to go into the straight charts, 160 to 240. These are all the same charts. They're just different speeds. And then these are all the same charts, just swung eighth notes in the play-along that you'll hear in your headphones when you practice with these. So since I just played 6 or 10, I'm just going to go ahead and go in order. So I'll just go 11 through 15. But there's 55 charts in here to make it so you can keep practicing sight reading and whatnot while doing this. All of these thousands of free play-alongs have timestamps going one click at a time. So like yesterday when I was doing 1996 Blue Devil Shopping Spree, I started at 40 and just let it go faster using the timestamps. But if you want to go faster than me, you can. If you want to go slower than me, you can. First day of school. Ohayo gozaimasu. Man, time flies. Read that wrong. Yeah, this summer just blew by. Oh, I can't talk, sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2. Where do I find these ostinato patterns? This book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and by Don Moyle. Go to /gear on my website. Under the drum kit, books, you get a link straight to Dom, his store. You're very welcome. But yeah, so /gear on my website instead of /drum. If you go to there, there's the percussion section under the books for drum kit. It has a link to Dom's website, 50 Ways of Syncopation. Last chart. Oh, 1, 2. Here we go. Sweet. Now, if you're in any of the play-alongs, by the way, the second link is to the JaredO'Leary.com/gear. So this actually takes you directly to it. So here's all these like different percussion books that I recommend. This is specifically for a drum kit, but the one that I'm playing through where I'm getting all these different limb independence patterns is from here, 50 Ways of Syncopation. So another way of thinking of it is like 50 ways to limb independence when playing through this. But there's more stuff, like here are some mallet books that I've worked through or taught with. Here are some rudimental ones, some concert snare ones, timpani. Here's like the hardware I'm using, like the low volume cymbals, the low volume heads. This is the bass pedal that I'm working with. Here are the pads I use. The sticks I'm using for these drum kit streams are the Jack Dijonets. But yeah, so /gear takes you there. Most of these are Amazon affiliate links, by the way. So you could like literally click on the Amazon ones and then like buy groceries and then I get like 4%-ish back from Amazon, which is kind of funny. So thank you for people who have used it, but it's entirely optional. It's no extra cost to you. All right, so mostly technically proficient when going through that one. We did not graduate from it, so column A did not change, but I had fun with it. It's a good pattern. It's super open though, so it's a little difficult at times. Speaking of, this is a Baião variation that is also difficult, for me at least. Maybe for you, you're like, nah, this one's easier than the other one. Sweet. High five. Whoop. Okay, so this particular pattern with the feet. So right, left, both. Right, left, both. Now normally, in the original like Baião pattern that you play in Dom's book, you'll have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and going in the right hand on the ride, and the left hand reads through the pattern. So while you read through stuff here, but this one changes it. So bum bum bum. Now you're gonna read through the patterns on the ride while you fill in ghost notes on the left hand. Etc. Okay, so you're reading through the charts on the cymbal while you fill in eighth notes on the snare with some ghost notes. So the last time I played through this, I did it at 180 and it was meh. Let's try it at 175. So we'll go a little bit slower today. The last couple times were not good. So I'm gonna go back to my home tab. I'm gonna scroll down to the limb independence section inside of here. Click. And so we're playing it at 175. I'll go into the straight drum charts. We just did charts 11 through 15, so I'll just go to the next one, 16 through 20. Stop. And then inside of the timestamps, I'm going to say, hey, let's play this at 75. Wish me luck. Will this sound good? No clue. Okay, so right, left, both. That's the thing that keeps on going. 2, ready, and right, left, both. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. Right, left, both. Read on the right, fill in on the left. Ready? That's a hard one to start with. Each one of these charts has like a different feel to it. That one was difficult. 1, 2, ready, and... 2, ready, and... Read that wrong. You can improvise here, you can take a break, you can play just ostinato, whatever you want to do. It's your life, you do you. 2, ready, and... Last chart. 1, 2, here we go. That's a fun one, right? 175 felt more comfortable than 180. At least today. I mean, who knows? 2 days from now, I'll be like, ugh. All right. Mostly technically proficient. Had a couple of reading errors. But again, I cannot recommend Hooked on Phonics. It did not work it for me. All right. So now we're going to skip the patterns that are good. And we're going to go into the next pattern. This one is not in Dom's book. So, Jeffrey, good morning. This one is one that I made up. Which is funny because the other day somebody is trying to tell me how to play it. Even though I literally made it up. And they're trying to tell me there is not an accent. Thank you. I wrote this. Appreciate it. Also, you are incorrect. It does not swing on the ride pattern. Your valuable insights have made me so much better. Sorry, I shouldn't be negative. Okay, so this pattern is weird. So it's here. And then here if you're on the horizontal feed. So this pattern is kind of like what you might play in like a Samba or like a Baião, like I mentioned with the that. But instead of playing it as 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and it's actually as triplets. Okay, so okay, so that's with quarter notes, okay? So then you put the hi-hat on 2, 2, and 4. Okay, so it lines up. And then it goes in between the notes. Like that. Weird. While reading through the charts with swung eighth notes. Yikes! Okay, so the last few times when playing through this, I've had myself. That's not an exaggeration. I'm not being hyperbolic. It was terrible. So we're going to go down to here, the limb independence section. And because I can't read charts yet, I'm taking some steps back on the how to develop limb independence video that is right here in every one of these play-alongs. It's the second one. So I'm going to step 2 in here. So step 1 is like just getting the ostinato down. Step 2, using the timestamps right here. This is going through these charts that I'm about to go through. Step 3 is you start taking a look at some of the actual full charts rather than just the permutations that I'm about to do. And then steps 4 and 5, you go a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. We're nowhere near step 7, but we will one day. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna just like pull up the swung chart, and we're doing variation 5. So there's a few other ones that are in here, but I'm gonna go to 100, and I'm not actually gonna use the play along yet. I'm gonna use my metronome. Okay. I'm not there yet. Again, this is the quarter note. But right now, we're just getting the snare down. And then eventually what I want to do is be able to do this whole thing with the bass drum. And then be able to do short, long between the snare and the bass. But I'm not there yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just keep looping each one of these measures until it feels comfortable. Okay, next. Okay, so that one's weird because you're playing bum, ba, ba, bum, trip. In that space, you put the snare drum. Or, sorry, I played that wrong. Da, 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 da. Weird, right? 1. 1. Next. That lines up with the hands. I played the previous pattern. I'm not good at it yet. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one. Next. So that one also, again, you're going in between what the right is playing. So triplet, 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 triplet. Weird. 2, here we go. Next. Oh no. There we go. So that one lines up with triplet with what your hand is playing, but it starts on the pull. So it starts on the second partial of count 4 for the right hand. Okay, so now I'm going to try it with the 2s. So the 1s can get through. We'll see how the rest of the patterns go. Next. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay. Next. Nope. There we go. Next. 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 Okay, now let me actually try it with the play along. So we'll try this first page, and then we'll go on to the next set of patterns. The 3s, the 4s. 1, 2, ready, und. Thank you for the like. Oh no! Okay, so now we're gonna move on to here. So I'm gonna stop the play along. This is further than we've gotten. Progress. Okay, so now I'm gonna loop each measure with the 3s until it sounds decent, and then I'll move on to the next measure. And this is the process. Just keep going through these permutations until it gets good, and then I'll be able to read through the whole thing. But I'm not there yet. Still learning this one. There we go. So this one, these 2 notes line up with the hands, and then this one goes in between the ride pattern. Like that. It's weird. It's fun though. Next. Next. Is that right? Yeah. Next. Next. Ah! So this one, where the butted up with the right hand, it ends on the 3rd note of that, in between the right hand, and then the 1st note of the right hand. So release in between downbeat while playing through it. Ba-da-da. Oops. We're on the 4s. Next. 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 This is the second line of the fours, by the way. The first measure. 1. The last part of the fourth, the last measure. Next. Dang it. Blah, blah, blah. I'm on the last line on this measure, the third measure. Whoops. As it covers it up. Nope. Okay, let's try the sixes. Again, I'm just gonna keep looping each measure. When it sounds good, I'll move on. It's hard for me to like talk while doing this, so I'll try and say next, but no promises. When there's less space in here, it's too much for my brain. Ready, and... There we go. Oh, man, this is messing with my brain. Okay, so next line of the sixes. So we're starting right here. Brush. No, this is the third measure. I'm right here. This is where I'm having myself. Two, ready, and... My stick went underneath my cymbal. I screwed up when I brought it back. All right, let's try the measure 4 again of this second line on the 6s. Okay, let's try the 7s. Okay, so this one, when reading through the 7s, it's really about knowing where the rest is. So the rest is the thing that's permutating. So it's on the and of 4, it's on 1, then it goes on the and of 1, and this just keeps shifting over. But otherwise, you're just in da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da the entire time. And so you just got to figure out where the rest is at. And so it's like messing with me a little bit. On the and. I'll start at the beginning of the 7s. Second line. Ugh. Man, these are messing with me. Ugh, my stick went under again. Stop it! Oh, it's so weird. Okay. Okay, so the pattern again that I'm playing. These are quarter notes. And you're playing triplets. Triplet, 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 triplet. Okay, so I'm playing 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, but as triplets, which is what you can see here in the vertical and up over there if you're on the horizontal feed. So da 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 da. So it goes da da downbeat da da da. Okay, so the downbeat is actually in between the rights. Like that. But we're doing hi-hat on 2 and 4 as opposed to bass drum playing 4 on the floor. So okay, so that's what we're playing, and we're gonna try and do this with the actual play along. So 100. Wish me all the luck. I want to ready and Oops. Oops. My brain is mush. So there were a few times where my left foot, the hi-hat on 2 and 4, didn't hit on 2 and 4, and then a couple times where it broke. But the fact that we started this 2 days ago, and I was able to get through that, huge progress. I couldn't even play the ride pattern with snare on 1 2 days ago. So still needs a lot of work, but huge gains, much bigly. Cool, making progress on it. Yay! All right, so next time in 2 days when I do another Limb Independence one, we will definitely spend a good amount of time working on this. We spent about 20 or so minutes, but made a lot of gains on it. So again, in these streams, for the last hour, I've been practicing stuff that I'm not good at yet. So I skipped all these ones that are technically proficient and musical. I focused on the ones that are meh, like those 3, or it needs a lot of work, like the one that I was just working on. Now, at the end of the practice session, I'm just going to end with something fun, and I'm going to use this as a review to just play through something that I already know how to do, just to make sure that like, hey, it still sounds good. So this is like a spot check on it. So like yesterday I played this polymetric thing where you do the 4/4. Well, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and the feet 2, 3. The boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, while reading through the snare patterns in 4/4. That's a really cool one. I really like that one. Why did it paste making progress in there? That's funny. But I'm gonna do a different one. Let's do, this one. So 48. This one is a fairly simple one. It's a paradiddle on the first count. And then left, right, right, left. It's like a inverted roll. Okay? So last time we did this at 130. Sure, let's try 130 again. So the pattern is paradiddle, padiddle, left, paradiddle, da-da-da-da, paradiddle, left, right, right, left. And we're going to read through charts with the right foot, so that way you can eventually just improvise like I was just doing with the right foot while playing through that ride pattern. Okay, so last time we did it at 130, it's a straight chart, so I'm going to go back to my home tab. I'm going to scroll down a little bit to the limb independent section. And I'm not going to be working on these because I've already graduated from the permutations. I'm just going to go into an actual chart. And since we're doing it at 130, I'm going to go to straight charts from 100 to 159. We left off with, what was it, 11 through 15? No, I think it was 16 through 20. I'll just go further down, just so it's a brand new one. 41 through 45, sure. Again, pick different ones, so that way you're like sight reading while doing this. Don't memorize these charts. Don't just sit here and grind out the same set of 5 charts over and over. The goal is to be able to be handed a pair of charts, or a set of charts, and go, yep, I can do this. Ready, and... This is the ostinato that keeps repeating. Everything you're going to read is just in the right foot. Your left foot is going to feel neglected. It's like the stepchild. 2, ready, and... My bass drum feels so quiet. I can barely hear it. Here we go! 42, the answer to the meaning of life. 1, 2, ready, and... One, two, here we go. I actually like skipped a line there. When I was reading through it, I went from the second line to the fourth line, and like immediately was like, wait, 1, 2, good story, right? 1, 2, here we go. I know. It's a weird chart. Whoever wrote that was very weird. I wrote that. It's a fun one though, once you get it. On some of the patterns, it feels like impossible, those last couple of lines. Ready? And... Simple, but fun. Groovy. Cool. Okay, so it's mostly technically proficient while going through it. So, again, first hour, practicing stuff I'm not good at yet. The last little bit of time, in with something fun, something you already know how to do. So when I'm working on all these different limb independence ones, I spend most of my time doing this, and I just pick one that I've already graduated from, and then I go, cool, let's just have fun with this. It kind of tricks your brain into going, yeah, you had fun the entire time, right? But we'll resume 2 days from now on limb independence, focusing on these again. And again, we're going to spend a lot of time on pattern number 52. It's wacky. It's fun, though. I'm glad I wrote it. But tomorrow is actually going to be Blue Devil's 1997 shopping spree. So if you go to the home tab, if you're a rudimental drummer like I am, under the chop exercises here, there's this shopping sprees playlist that has 29 shopping sprees inside of it. And yeah, they're all coming out in the next month or so. So stay tuned. So we'll be doing Blue Devil's 97 tomorrow, and then Limb Independence 2 days after that. There's 1,000+ grid variations in here. Click the header. It shows you all the different rudiments for all the different permutations, etc. This is where I was practicing. Every one of these videos has the second video as how to develop limb independence. So if you're like, how do you even start practicing the thing that I was just playing through? Watch the second video in any one of these limb independence playlists. It'll help you. There's almost 500 marching bass drum stuff. I'd focus on these timing exercises right here. These are very important. And then if you want to simulate practicing with a bass line by yourself, check out splits timing variations. There's a bunch of drumline cadences. There's over 400 technique exercises. Also have to click the header to show all of these different playlists. So stay tuned for more. And then there's over 15 hours of drumming tips and drumming lessons in those playlists, and then over 400 live streams where it's kind of like office hours where I'm practicing something I'm not good at yet, and people will sometimes ask me questions. If you enjoy these free resources, just share the home tab on my YouTube, or if you share the link that's at the top of every one of the playlongs /drum on my website, it takes you to here, which has everything organized neater than I can on YouTube. If you see a video that says members first, it's scheduled to release for free. It might be over 400 some odd days from now because I got a lot of content coming out every day. But you can sign up for 99 cents if you want to, or just wait. I promise there's nothing going to be behind like a permanent paywall or something. You don't have to subscribe to like an app or buy a book or nothing. I don't sell that stuff. But I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I'm going to get ready for Dishonored 2. We're continuing that game. So stay tuned for that. But again, if you enjoy these resources, share it with somebody else. If you don't enjoy these resources, I don't know what's wrong with you. A trained medical professional can help you. But if you can't get help at Charter, please get help somewhere else.